For my application, I am using Google App Engine. This is a PaaS cloud computing software. Google App Engine allows me to develop and deploy my application with using the text editor called Brackets. As you can see, all my applications are up and running on Brackets, and it allows me to deploy it on the World Wide Web as well. So it's currently running. As you can see, there it is, live running. To make live changes on my application, I've used the online IDE called Codio. As you can see, I've got all my files uploaded onto the online IDE and all files are running. I've also managed to get Google App Engine installed onto Codio. As you can see, it's running right here. To make live changes to my application, I must use the terminal that is provided by Codio. What I'll need to do is enter my email address, which is unique to myself, and my password. It will then start updating the AppSpot server with all the recent updates that I've made changes to on my app.yaml file. The appcfg.py update command allows me to update everything on the AppSpot server. So as you can see, I'm entering my email address followed by the password, and all the updates are taking place and all the necessary changes are being made. The reason Codio requests for a password and an email address is to add a level of security to the AppSpot server, so Google App Engine is aware of who is making the commits and what changes are being made. As you can see, my application is running very smoothly from the Google App Engine. All my pages are working and the contact us page is also working as well. Security is an important element of Google App Engine. It ensures that all data provided by all the users are made secure and not available to third party. We can emphasize security by making sure all our accounts are password protected, so only I, the administrator, am able to access all these accounts. As you can see, all the applications that I've used during production of the Google App Engine require me to input a username and a password. The same applies for GitLab and the same applies for the Google App Engine. Another way of ensuring security on my application is to turn my application into a HTTPS application. HTTPS makes sure that the application is much securer than it would be in HTTP. However, as there won't be any sensitive data provided by any of my users, I will not be making my application an HTTPS application. The data store is where all my data is being stored. The data store displays the content of the submitted user. So you can see from here the content, the messages are hello, information to receive other information. You can, from the data store, you can identify who has sent the request, what date it has been sent upon, and the author identity. I've used the following code to design my data store. The following code determines what is to be displayed within the data store viewer. So as you can see, the author and the content is what I want in displaying, and the email of the requester. The data store also lets you view how many submissions have been made to the data store statistics. The data store statistics generates how many files have been scanned and inputted through to the AppSpot server. I will now make a live change to my data store. This submission can be either sent anonymously or via a login page. As you can see, the current user is logged in. Now we will send the request. this request has been sent by an anonymous person. So now we will go onto the data store, and you can see that the anonymous person has requested a booking for 2. Here it is. In order for Google App Engine to read my website, I needed to use handlers. As you can see, this imports my website over, and it allows me to deploy on the World Wide Web. For example, if I did not use my style sheets handler over here, it would be impossible or very difficult for me to apply the style sheets on my HTML document, making it more difficult for Google App Engine to read my file. Here is my HTML code that I'm using for my Google App Engine application. Also, on my application, if relevant fields are left empty, my form will validate this file, and as you can see, it says name field empty, invalid phone number, as there's no input